you guys. Welcome, welcome. It's good to be back with my lovely peoples. Just 1 second. So on Zoom now, they have a lady in the background that sounds very nasally. This meeting is being recorded. I had to put you on pause for a second. We got some news today. My ex-husband of over 20 years, the one I had my 2 sons with, apparently he had another son he never knew about from Maine. And the wife is lovely. My new stepson's wife is lovely. And I haven't got to meet the stepson, but Richard at first didn't want to do the DNA, and then he did it and it came back positive. They look exactly alike. So it's very sad because Richard, my ex, was raised in sort of a sad environment. And so apparently this young man was raised, he's a year older than my son, Jake. So I would like my sons to know him, to know they have a half brother out there, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But Richard was an ass when they first contacted him, accusing them of lying and all this stuff anyway. But if I'd known that he had had a son, my door would have been wide open. I'd have taken care of him as well as my boys. So welcome to the family. Anyway, so that was big news. Okay, so his wife just had been contacting me and wanting to know, but Richard finally did the DNA. So Richard just announced to me that he did it. Okay, so if you hear noise in the background, that's my computer. We have the prayer session today. It'll be after my writing class, which ends at 1:30. So about 2 o'clock, we'll do the prayer session. And Sedona rock, you guys. Oh my God, it was absolutely wonderful, but it was too long. 2 weeks. I worked my pachikas off. Something's there. There we go. But I had, oh my God, the people are so fantastic. You guys that came, if you're watching right now, I love you. Thank you so much. Those of you who want a reading, contact me at grindle9103@gmail.com. Put winner in subject. And hold on 1 second, you guys. We have to pick 2 winners. Hold on. 2 winners. Are you ready? Are you ready? It sounds like in living color. Okay, 2 winners. This will be for July. I'll put it in the box of this thing, but you're going to write me. Bev R, area code 308. And Stephanie K, area code 262. Okay. And you're going to write me at grindle9103@gmail.com. And you're going to say, I'm the winner. And I'll book you up in July. Okay. And all my Fridays I had to change. Thank you for allowing Carol to schedule you for the next Friday. Apparently this worked. By the way, my earthquake insurance doubled. I just got the bill, which is interesting because I'm going to have this work done Friday of shoring the house to the foundation, which gives me a big chunk of discounts. But apparently it's going to be really loud. He said it's going to be really noisy. See, I thought I'd be able to work and do my readings. So I figured I better change everybody up. So thank those of you who were able to work with me and change the schedule. Okay, so we got our 2 winners. I also want to thank, I got this beautiful book for my grandson's Nana, which is me. And it's Wherever You Are, My Love Will Find You. Nancy Tillum. Really cute. Oops, something just dropped out. Is it cash? And I also got your books, Etta. And I'm going to sit down and start going through them. Unveiling the secrets of feminine principle. Excuse my nails, you guys. They're just, it was rough up there. It was dry. My hair stuck straight, flat. The role of consciousness in governance. Etta Jackson. The idea is the United States of America. It's the idea that it is the United States of America. It's a cult foundation. Etta. I'll look at this one first. I got another 2 books from a woman, Nadia, from Baghdad to Berkeley. So this looks interesting. And Sugar Happy, for happy blood sugar levels. And her name is, where is she? Did I just announce her name? It's not right on the front here. Nadia. Thank you. Okay, so you all sent questions. I did bring my cards up because there's something I really need to know, you guys, and I'm sure you guys need to know too. And I don't know if I'm going to pick it up psychically or what. So let's concentrate on it, okay? I want to know why the DOJ is going to work on Trump's behalf. And I am going to use my cards. I'm sorry. I just, in a way, it sort of shocked my energy because it's like, really, Merrick? What is this? But there's got to be something to this, okay? But let's see if I can pick up what it is. I want to know. And today we'll be doing the prayers, and then I'm going to do a mediumship with my members on Thursday. And then Sunday we'll have Sterling again. Sunday we'll do a live with everyone and a free-for-all. You ask me questions. And it seems like to me we might have something else, but you know, I can't do Saturday because I'm working all day. Okay. So you guys rock. In that Sedona thing, we saw UFOs. Oh my God, it was, I know I lost weight because my pants are loose and my feet are killing me. And Mel came the first weekend as a guest and he had a ball. Anyway, so, but everybody's begging me to do it again. But if I did, I would only do 1 weekend and I would cut it down to strictly 50. But I haven't opened that door. So, okay, here we go. Tell me about Merrick Garland's DOJ and why in the world would they work? What is the reason that they've decided to pursue defending Trump? What is the reason? It's something to do with the fact that he was president of the United States. And I guess you can't hold the president responsible for what he says. But apparently this woman's, is her name Jung? The judge said, no, it's being appealed in a higher court. So what's going to happen? They might even be a little bit nervous about Pandora's box. So they're going to, if they say yes, think of all the people that he talked trash about. And everybody and their neighbor can sue the United States of America. But they're not suing the United States. They're suing Trump personally. Okay, thank you. My guys just said yes. So what's going to happen, guys? It looks like they're trying to stop it. Okay, here she is. Here's a judge on the top. Why? Why are you doing this? And what's the outcome? is the outcome? The outcome is, okay, this is going to sound weird, but let me tell you guys, I don't see a trial where everybody can hear it. I see some sort of, what do you call it when they pay them off, or they say, okay, we're going to give you this chunk of money and call it a day. Does that make sense? She's so angry though. It's not even about the money. She wants him stripped in front of the nation. But this is about money. There's money. Because I don't see the trial. I don't see a trial. I think if the Second Circuit judge says, yeah, no, you're not, DOJ has no business being involved, it's unprecedented. Then I feel like an offer is being made to her. So just FYI. I mean, we would love to see, but it's some sort of offer and it's a good chunk of change. Okay. Okay. You know, there's still Trumpsters in the DOJ, by the way, so they'll be playing for him. All right. And okay. Carol said, and I think I've answered this before, will there be sudden departures, resignation? Well, there's 20 openings in the Senate. By the way, the Dems will win the Senate. Big time. So state that will tilt to benefit Dems so they can get legislation passed. Absolutely, Carol. Absolutely. And everybody thinks that with the midterms, they're going to win. They're not going to win. Did you guys see where on Rachel last night, Joe mentioned the West Virginians, like nearly 70% were for the COVID-19 package. 70% are for the New Deal, and 70%, more than the others, more than 70%, are for voting, opening the voting, letting anybody vote. So Joe Manchin is working against his own constituents. So why is Joe Manchin working against his own? Somebody behind closed doors. Something's behind closed doors. I see somebody peeking through the door. He owes somebody something. See, you don't want him to get pissy and say, well, now I'll be a Republican since you're all pushing me on it, because then it gives Mitch this as speaker. No, he's behind closed doors. He's being harassed. I guess he met with, he's stuck on it because he has to be. It's not because he really chooses that. It feels like he has to. So I don't know what kind of threat he got, but he's stuck on it. Now, this is what they're talking about now. Nancy Pelosi is saying, let's put through the John Lewis one. And with the John Lewis one, it's not as big as the one they're trying to do, but Manchin may vote for that, because I do see him voting for something, but I don't see him voting for this one. But when we get the midterms, that's when we're going to crack it. I mean, democracy is at stake. There's no joke about this. So either Manchin totally changes his mind, which I doubt, because I feel like somebody's on him. Somebody's behind closed doors. It's actually a little chilly out here. Okay. Now, when Trump spoke, okay, JC guy, when Trump spoke at the North Carolina Republican Convention, did he actually have his pants on backwards? No. No, he did not. But he did have diapers. That's why it looked poochy. I mean, he already has that gut anyway, but he does have diapers. That guy, Noel guy that worked with him, he's dead on. You could see it's probably a full diaper. Okay, but people are running with it. People show Jim Jordan and Matt Gaetz with a pair of those pants on. And I said on Twitter, I said, oh, look, it's all the fad now. Okay, Julia, why wasn't Trump's 2016 win contested when they knew he colluded with Russia before his inauguration? But they weren't able to pursue it because Trump came in. But I'm going to tell you something, and my guys have been saying this, and y'all know because you heard it. Trump will be found to not be a legitimate president, and everything he touched will be reversed. Now, it could take a couple of years. But I see them saying, because there's more stuff coming up with collusion with foreign governments. I'm telling you, there's so much. That's why he's fighting so hard. He wants to get in there and stop this before everybody finds out. Like we don't know. Okay, Victoria wants to know, are the Trumpsters planning something soon? I live in Texas and the Trump flags are flying boldly on the trucks again. Yes, but remember, there's a lot of non-Trumpsters. I read a lot of people from Texas, and they just allow them to do what they need to do. The ones showing, showing off and nah. What did I say? Nothing burger. But are there things going on? There's things going on behind the scenes. I see people talking about another insurrection, but it won't fly. And Trump will not get back in office in August. It's not going to fly. And I do see our intel really working hard to prevent. Remember, I used to tell you guys that there's going to be little terrorist kind of, people trying to cause trouble. No. It's almost like they either stop it or the damage isn't as bad. There will be nothing like January 6th. Okay. Yeah, Cindy, that's a good question. What's going on with Trump's treasurer, Munchkin? No one has said a word about him. He has a Scottish wife who posed sexily with American money in the treasury. Munchkin has to be dirty. Well, the only reason he got that wife is because of his money. Because take a look. Hello. I mean, no, not that I should talk, but yeah. What's going on with Munchkin? He's staying in the background. He's watching the festivities. He has a lot of his own money, you guys. He must have had a lot of money before he became treasurer. He's doing everything he can to please that woman of his wife. I do see Scotland, so they might be in Scotland. He has to feed her. In order for her to be with him, he has to take care of her. She cares about him, but I can't tell you she's really in love with him. It's all about the monies. So, okay. Okay. Okay, Sally. She wants to know Merrick Garland. Since becoming AG, he has seen what is unimaginable to us. What is in his mind? What is he planning? He listens to both sides, which is irritating. You want him to get in there and say, what does this have to do with ruining Trump? Let's do it. But he's not like that. He listens to both sides. He's not underhanded at all. He's a good man. And I see a lot of stuff. You know what I just saw? It's like a campfire, and you got the things in there burning, the mushrooms. It's like they're all burning, like they're getting ready to make one of those s'mores. Things are getting ready to happen. He dots his I's and crosses his T's, you guys. He wants to make sure that what they have is correct. He doesn't, this is weird, I'm going to tell you, but he doesn't want to have to be the one to take the sword and cut Trump. It's like he's getting everybody on the outside. However, New York doesn't have a problem with, because this is how they took mafia down. It's all about the IRS and back taxes. So Trump is going down, but it's like I do see Garland focusing in on other things around Trump. Why do they want to leave, not touch Trump? It's not that they're not going to touch him. They're waiting on something. So remember that, okay? Carol, will the former guy actually go through with his scheduled rallies or cancel them because of indictments? Down the road, absolutely canceling because he has so many indictments. But he'll be talking a lot, wanting y'all to send money. So be sure to get your checkbooks out. Rebecca said, one of the other readers in our community said Senator Sinema and Munchkin, no, not Munchkin, Joe Manchin, have been bribed with money to take stances. Yes, absolutely guaranteed. Absolutely. I just got done reading on Manchin, so yeah. Some of these are double questions of the same thing, you guys. Will Trump Flynn actually be brought to? Absolutely. Stone too. Gates too. Manafort has something else he has to deal with. Absolutely guaranteed. It's scattered, but it's happening. In fact, didn't Jones tell on his radio show at Stone, said, get ready to be, I think they told Giuliani, get ready to be arrested. Dakota said the cruelty of what happened in Kamloops is heartbreaking, but will the United States follow Canada and search for unmarked graves at the residential boarding schools in American soil? No. And let me tell you something. My mother was raised in a residential boarding school because she was an orphan run by, no offense to white people, but it was all white nuns, the Catholic thing. And they were pretty cruel. But no, I don't see them doing it. It had been white kids, you know, they would do something. But no, sorry about that. January 6th investigation, Republicans voted commission down. Where's Pelosi going next? Well, I just got done saying. Oh, and her sister, Teresa, had a great time in Sedona. Of course. Yours truly was there. And ask her about the food. Holy cow, it was good. It was good, but the walking, it was so much walking. Okay, so that's, I just got done saying, I see Pelosi bringing forward maybe the John Lewis one, HR something, because she knows this one's not going to go through. So they just want to get something in. And don't forget, I saw lawsuits and I saw, here's my guy, by the way. Where is he? Right there. You see him? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I got my people's close to me. Okay, so I saw her making something go through. Manchin feels like Manchin feels like he's up against the wall, like he can't move. I feel like he's been told you're going to do this or else. Oh, poor Arizona, Rebecca. They're having a lot of fires. Southern Arizona's got tons of fires. Will they get a monsoon season this year? Will they get it? Yes, I heard yes. Barbara wants to know, will we win in Florida, the governor's race? Absolutely. Freed, she's going to win. DeSantis, people are already upset with him. And remember how he said you don't have to have the COVID vaccine in order, you don't have to have it to take these tours on these ships, which by the way are all registered in the Caribbean. Now that Carol wants to say, now that Rep Mo Brooks, is this Carol asking 100 questions? Why do I feel like I've seen her before? Now that this Mo Brooks has been served, you called it once with Sterling again from Sedona. Will that reveal a lot of info, and will he resign and or be charged by the DOJ? I don't see him resigning yet, but I do see charges coming up against him. He might wait till he absolutely has to. Okay, Colleen wants to know will the Dems keep the House and Senate? Absolutely, and gain seats. What kind of retaliation will Biden administration take against Putin and Russia for the attacks on our infrastructure? Well, they're already in the works. He's working with the Yugoslavian. Is that right? Or what, am I getting that wrong? He's working with the places in NATO that's pissing Putin off. Putin's going down, you guys. I'm sorry it hasn't happened sooner, but Putin's going down. One of the prisoners he has is, I think, may die. And so people will be furious. And I just see him running. Remember, I've seen that for a long time. G wants to know, hey, Mark Kelly just wrote me, looking for money, of course. Would love to do some remodeling on my home, but the cost of lumber has gone up 245%. Good thing I had that cute guy do my fences, remember, because it was a reasonable price. I bet you now it would cost double that. When will the prices go down? Let me ask my guides. When will the prices go down? When will the prices go down? It feels wintry, so it's in the winter time. Is it this year? Yes. More towards the end of this year, beginning of next year, you'll start noticing it going down. Everybody's asking about 45's pants. Oh, this is a good one. Carr wants to know, just wondering about proud grandma Diana, about her Lily. Couldn't be prouder, she just said. She knew she was coming. She already knew. It's not like it's a surprise. She was with the soul energy. Diana didn't take that body, by the way. Diana will meet her sons on the other side. She really loves Harry. She loves her son too, but she loves Harry. William. She loves William too. She always felt like Harry was lost. He always was sort of what you would call the black sheep. So, okay. Jack and Lulu are happy. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Jack and Lulu, they've dropped a couple of pounds, but not the amount they had before. And they were my son doesn't give treats. They were getting their morning and evening. Diane made a curious comment. She said, what really happened with Harry and Meghan? Well, this was all about Meghan. You know, you get a strong woman in there and a man that adores them. And I've seen this in families, you know, where families expected this person to do this, and suddenly they're off doing something else because the wife said so. So this is more about his wife, him protecting his wife. And, you know, she's a Leo, she's a princess. So she really wanted out of there. She knew what was going to, it's not, she didn't know. That wasn't true. You saw pictures of her at the castle. She loved Diana. She loved the whole thing. So she knew what was involved, but it was very restricting. I'm not saying she's a terrible person. I'm just saying she knew what was going to be involved. And then I do think the racist energy was there. So, although I do think the Queen loved her. So they're off on their own. They will be magnificently well off. They're going to do good, whatever projects they decide on. And I do see them going back and forth and visiting William. I'm feeling Charles is like kind of a, like his, like his father, Philip. Tradition, tradition. We just had a death. I kept hearing, I was reading a client, kept hearing fire engines and ambulances, and then just on my phone it said there was a death right down the street. A car hit a tree. Oh, listen, to those of you, I got like 30 requests this morning for prayers, and I'll also announce it today. Please understand that my sister and I went through them. We have our list, and that all those other people will be at it next Tuesday. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Hey, listen. Thank you for the question, Teresa. She said, will Governor Abbott of Texas be defeated and is next run by a Democrat? And they're saying absolutely yes. My guys have said yes. And I can't tell you who's coming in, but it's interesting that somebody made a comment too on a news on with Steve Bannon on his show that if he wasn't able to stop mail-in votes, Trump would have lost Texas. Remember that. And when I was getting hits about Texas and Florida turning blue. But sometimes you can't guarantee the time. So it's turning blue. It's just going to be coming up. The thing is, most of America are for Joe Biden. Most of America are for the things he's bringing forward. So these people aren't, because they just don't want him to be in charge. Robin said, can you read on Matt Gaetz and his yacht purchasing fiasco? I didn't know he bought a yacht. It's money he got. I don't think it's from laundering money. I think it's money he got. He really has got his nose up in the air thinking, you guys can't touch me. They will. He's going down. Monique wants to know how Orange Crush is feeling. How's his health? He really thinks that bull thing they're doing with the votes will work, and it won't work. And when he says things like, I'll be back in office in August, he does that to get money. Just like I told you guys about Green, how she's a clown act, she performs, she says outrageous things so people will send her money. And that's what Trump is doing. Right now, I feel Biden and Camilla's health is doing good. But what about Trump? How's he feeling? Not very well. Delusional. And then when they start throwing, I guess his son said they're getting depositions every day. Every day, Trump is getting a new deposition. So people are suing him like crazy. And it's just, he's tired and he needs some money for the attorneys and he feels tired. Why did the GOP continue to harass our Dr. Fauci? Well, because they're mad. This is from Basha. They're mad that he's right. This was a whole conspiracy. And somebody said to me, what is that, you guys? Maybe it's oh, there we go. Did I get rid of it? Anyway, Dr. Fauci called this, he didn't kiss who's rear end. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Somebody wrote me, I can't remember who it was. And they said, Linda, I remember you saying a while back, Robert Kennedy came to you. And he said that Donald Trump would not be president, that he would lose. But unfortunately, it was going to be like Armageddon situation or some disastrous situation. Okay. Not that he would die, but something was going to happen that will help. That would not help, but would cause Donald Trump to lose. And let me tell you something. Tell me if you think I'm wrong. That pandemic ended Trump's career. I said this before. This was unexpected. This was something overwhelming. even though I predicted the virus coming in, even when my guides told me the virus was coming, everybody's wearing a mask. They didn't say how bad it was going to be. It was so bad. And he called it a Democratic hoax because Eric Swalwell, one of my best people right now, he did say something on Twitter that we shouldn't make fun. I think he was talking about the pants situation. You don't be making fun of Trump. And he's right. He's right. But, we should lay off or something. I'm like, so lay off a man that killed over 500,000 people over a Democratic hoax? Is that what you're saying? This man could care, like, don't make fun of him. That's what was his thing. And I understand. And we can't help. Technically, if you're spiritually high, you wouldn't touch it. You just say, hope he figures out his way. But yeah. Robert Kennedy said something major was going to happen. Thank you for reminding me about this. And my guides were right back then, because it was like she said, it was like they were very serious, like something's going to happen and it's going to take Trump down. And it was the pandemic. Okay. Because I tell people, even up in Sedona, I said, you guys, had we not had the pandemic, it could have been a good possibility he would have won. A lot of his voters died. So Alicia wants to know, will there be another attempt? They're talking about it, but no. I hear no. Okay. Kevin wants to know, will housing prices ever come down? Well, I do see something from the government. Certain type of housing they'll make it affordable for people to own. Okay. I do see that. I've talked about this before. More price about the lumber. You guys, it must really, I'm so glad I got my fences done when I got them done, you guys. Melinda says, Linda, can we please pray for Biden and Jill and the U.S.? Astrologers are very concerned for them and us all. Prayers can transmute. Yes, we'll do prayer on my prayer thing, Melinda. I don't see any kind of trouble. I would feel it. I don't see it, but they are working hard. I saw Kamala today in Mexico, and she actually looked run down. She'd been basically looking kind of sweet and cute. She looked like it was affecting her. So I worry about Mexico too with her. The voting suppression laws will be taken down. And again, I see a judge saying you can't do that. It's unconstitutional. It might even be the Supreme Court. Whoa. Sorry, guys. I hit my back thing. Will the 15% global minimum tax agreed by the G7 this weekend get passed? I'm feeling yeah, Roseanne. I'm feeling yeah. They should arrest Trump right now for that speech where he says it was a rigged election, because he's wanting sedition. So they should arrest him, but they're not touching him. It's all because he was president, you guys. Maji. Will there be any breakthroughs in cancer research, especially for Jung sarcoma and others? Definitely. And don't forget what Sterling said. By the way, he'll be back. We'll be back together on Sunday. Yeah, definitely. There will be breakthroughs. And there was something for Alzheimer's just released. And my brother-in-law had Alzheimer's, and he was on a drug through UCSF that was, I think, working. It definitely kept it in check. And then someone died on the drug, so they pulled it. And to me, I'd rather take a drug if I had Alzheimer's, even with the possibility of death, because what happened after that for this poor guy, it was horrible. So No, I don't wish that on anybody. So I say, they're saying it might cause this or that. Take it. Take it. Okay. It's like these poor people who have no life. They're nearly bedridden and they get a urine infection or something, and everybody's, or they get pneumonia, treat them for why? Because it's no living. But if it makes the family feel better, then there you go. Oh, yeah. Barbara, she wants to know, will we ever find out which members of Congress were actively involved in the January 6th debacle? Absolutely. Absolutely. And the people who gave the tour too. They're holding it close to their chest, but it's coming out, you guys. I'll be saying, told ya. Okay. Canada-US borders will open probably, somebody's saying to me, October, November. Huh. October, November, I heard. Oh yeah, some Jeek just said, soak those feet in Epsom salt, girl. Okay, and if you need a prayer, you have to write me and I'll put it in the box in here. You have to write me on grindle9103@gmail.com. Okay, here's a good one. Con, has Weiselberg already flipped on Trump? I feel he's a tough cookie to break. I feel like he's a tough cookie to break. Now, they called him into the grand jury, and usually when people are going to be talking, they don't go to the grand jury. So he hasn't agreed. But when the grand jury comes up with things on him, that's when he'll agree. Okay? So no, I don't think he's already flipped, but he will. All right. So listen, you guys, I'm going to get off. Thank you for all these questions. I'm going to use them for another video. And I'll be back tonight, probably about 2 p.m. with the prayer session. Love you all. Cheers.